Hauptstadt in Deutschland und wiegt 83 Kilogramm. Hier ist für euch Lucifer Lohan!
Yeah, from Karlstadt in Germany via the 7th circle of hell. Lucifer Lohan, a man who, if you're one of his opponents, is very, very hard to prepare for, because you're looking at a man with no moral compass. There is no dirty trick that he will not stoop to committing if it helps him on his path to victory. So if you're his opponent, you have to be prepared for absolutely anything. Lohan revels in that unpredictability, and he revels in that deeply unpleasant persona. So that unfortunate sign language towards the fans there, for which we apologise. Wow, look how fired up Asara is to be here. Youngster with Vietnamese roots, now living in Prague, Czech Republic. He is a student of the Pro Wrestling School in Dresden, run of course by Axel Tischer, who as of a few minutes ago is now one half of the Pro Wrestling Austria Tag Team Champions. Saw Asara in action last summer at our summer open air event in June. He was part of a four-way match against Maverick, Rage and Sultanov. And he's one of those young guys who you just feel could have a breakout year in 2025 if he can get off on the right foot now. So Lohan and Asara. Bell rings, here we go. Lohan, that unpredictability that Asara's going to have to cater for. You can see it's a cautious start. Asara's not dashing in here against Lohan. And there it is. Again, you never know what he's going to do next. A little pose there from Lohan. Asara not going to be distracted. Comes the collar and elbow tie-up. Asara trying to force Lohan down to a knee, but Lohan with that leg strength, pushing Asara step by step back into the corner. Referee wanting a clean break from Lohan. Lohan, who often doesn't give one, gave one there. All part of the mind games, I think. Lohan was also a part of the summer open air event, the one that Asara competed in. Asara here, bringing the fight to Lohan. Lohan at that event last June was in a six-man tag team match. He won that match alongside the Bleach Blonde Bastards against David Oliva and Team Turbulence. Asara with the drop kick there though, and it's Asara who's getting the better of this one at the moment. Lohan going to take his time. Asara's had enough of him taking his time, going to pursue him around the ring. Lohan looking for refuge inside the squared circle. Asara tricked him there. Lohan dropped a leg, there was nobody there. Lohan trying to come after him. Asara, that baseball slide under the bottom rope. Able to catch Lohan with his foot, with his boot there. The uppercut from Asara. Asara aware of the referee's count, doesn't want to leave this outside of the ring for too long. Very quickly and very smartly bringing Lohan back into the ring. Now he's going to take a risk. Asara up top. And, yeah, it was a risk not worth taking. Lohan, that guile, that cunning, use that to go to the ropes there, knocking Asara off balance. Now Lohan's going to try and exploit the precarious position that Asara's in. What a kick that was to the side of the head. Yeah, it might seem hard to believe that Lohan has any friends, but he does. He has a tag team partner in Randleman. They are together, known as Ray Give Out, which translates as brute force. Randleman, every bit as charming as Lohan is, thankfully. Lohan out here on his own here. Lohan once more just bending those rules as much as he can. You saw him there stretching that arm over the rope. Here's a snapmare takedown, a kick to the spine. Lohan having done a pretty solid job here of taking the crowd out of this, making it seem like there's very little hope for Asara. Asara undoubtedly the fans' preferred winner. The elbow from Lohan. Lohan doing this at his own pace. And he's deciding when the next barrage of offense is coming. Russian leg sweep, the back of the head of Asara bouncing up off the canvas. Now Lohan will go to the ropes. There's a leg drop. Another one. Looking to complete the hat trick. In fact, he decided to display a bit of arrogance. Look at the smirk on his face. Look how pleased he was with himself. And that show of disrespect to his opponent tells you a lot about Lucifer Lohan. He's choking out his opponent here. Asara just struggling to get any oxygen flowing through those lungs. Both of these men would love to start the year of a win as we head on for a busy calendar in 2025. Chapter 10 coming up in March 28th in Grünbach. Chapter 11 in Grünbach on September 20th. Both of those events going to be on YouTube again. PWOE.at is the website for all of our event and ticket information. Neither of these men can be looking to March or looking to September right now. It's all about the here and now. Asara trying to find a way, any kind of half opening that he can use to get back into this match against Lohan. Able to get the boot up there as Lohan ran in. Lohan coming at him again. Yeah, and he knew this time that Asara was going to do that. Came prepared. Kick to the back, now goes to the ropes with that sliding German suplex. Lohan mocking the fans for applauding him. I don't think he likes it when they're on his side. Prefers to be unpopular, and he's very good at it. There's a double foot stomp, perfectly delivered. Asara kicked out, but Asara didn't help himself there. I think he really didn't know where he was in the ring. Rolled away from the ropes. Would have made it harder to get out of the cover if he couldn't get his shoulders up off the canvas. Luckily for him, he was able to, though. There's a snapmare and Lohan. Is he going to go to the spine? No. And locking in a sleeper hold, deciding maybe instead of the high impact offense here that the fans might want to see, he's just going to try and wear his opponent down, maybe put Asara to sleep with this sleeper hold. Right, hands to the kidney and then a jawbreaker. Smart from Asara. Good way to get out of that predicament. Now Asara with a chance here. Forearm smash. Blocking the attempts at the strikes from Lohan. Hit another forearm. Asara step up enziguri. Taking Lohan off his feet hard. Asara is measuring Lucifer Lohan. Comes at him with a clothesline in the corner. Lohan had nowhere to go there. Asara seeking a massive, massive win who could really kickstart his Pro Wrestling Austria career here. huge missile drop kick. Lohan doesn't know where he is, but he knew enough to kick out just in time. Asara, a moment of frustration, but then refocusing his attention. That roar was more of defiance than of anything. Measuring Lohan again. Got that knee, didn't get as much of it as maybe he wanted. He's going to follow up with an uppercut. Tried for the knee again, and this time Lohan saying no. Asara went to that move one too many times. Oh, Lohan's got him tied up here. Hang on a second. Lohan, his most devastating move, the spike climax. Lohan, I think this is over. Well, it should be over, but Lohan deciding. I think Lohan let him up there. Lohan wants to teach this young man a lesson. He's going to do more damage. Middle rope springboard moonsault. Has he decided that's enough? Yes, he has. Lohan wins it.
Lucifer Lohan.
Credit to Asara, who gave it his all here, but Lucifer Lohan just too much for him in the end. The spike climax, followed by that springboard moonsault. And Lucifer Lohan, as malevolent as he is, also reminding us that he is hugely talented. It could be a bumper year for this man in Pro Wrestling Austria. Lucifer Lohan with a spring in his step here. Goes back to the locker room, no doubt, to gloat about an impressive victory over Asara here at Under Pressure.